What's up, my brothers and sisters? How you doing today? This your boy TNT Barbecue, and man, I just want to talk barbecue with y'all guys. Man, I had a long morning, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link on the description below, and yeah, so the link is right there. If anybody want to join in to the chat, go ahead and click the link, and we can join in and talk about barbecue. Man, I can't wait to tune into the rest of the YouTube barbecue pit masters. I can't wait to see that. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see who win that. I really think it's going to be an underdog. I think it's going to be Craig, not Greg. I think it's Greg. Is it not Greg? But I think it's going to be an underdog that can win the barbecue pit masters. But yeah, so if you want to click on StreamYard and download it and talk to your boy TNT, we can talk about anything right now as long as it's concerning barbecue. I greatly appreciate it, man. Yeah, so if you want to talk about barbecue, you want to talk about things, got questions for your boy TNT, just click on the StreamYard, go and have a conversation. What's up, brother, man? How you doing? And for brother Matt Wood, man, I appreciate you, brother. He from Iowa in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. So yeah, man. So like I said, if you just click on the link and we can talk about barbecue. Any questions? Anything you got to ask? Lately I've been having people contact me about recommendations on what grill to buy, and I try to tell people buy something you're comfortable with, buy something that you can manage the fire with, how busy your life is, when do you barbecue, do you want to, do you enjoy sitting around watching the fire? Okay, Mr. McDowell, how you doing, brother? How you doing, sir?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing real good, sir. So what's been going on with you today?
I'm not cooking anything today. I cooked some bologna yesterday and some macaroni and cheese for some people.
Okay, then. Okay, how do you cook your bologna now? Explain to me.
Well, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Oh, well, we don't want nobody dying today. I want nobody dying today. You keep that secret to yourself. So, all right, without giving away your secret recipes, give us some techniques.
I just I cut it in half usually to stand it up, and then I score it. Then I put some mustard on it, and then I season it.
All right. Okay, then I got a question right here asking me, do I marinate my pork shoulders and brisket 24 hours before cooking? I do not. I don't like marinating anything but probably like a cheaper steak. Do you marinate your briskets and things of that nature?
No, I do not.
You don't?
No.
Okay, I don't marinate neither. I may leave the rub on for a couple hours and let it sweat through, but I do not marinate my chicken or ribs or brisket or pork butts. I just think that sometimes when you marinate stuff, the pork doesn't shine. Everything has to be ingredient, and sometimes when you put marinade on stuff, it doesn't shine. Now you could probably pre-rub stuff to save time. So if you're cooking a big batch of pork butts, there's nothing wrong with rubbing it a day before. But you have to be careful because a lot of that salt draws out the moisture of your meat. And sometimes you can turn like a small slab of ribs into ham. You ever had that before happen for you?
I have
Mr.
not. I have not.
Okay. All right.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about this pulled chicken that you make.
The pulled chicken?
Yes, sir.
So the pulled chicken consists of a couple things, a couple techniques. So what I like doing is If I get chicken, I get like if you want white meat or you want dark meat, it depends on what you want, or you want both. Okay. I like to start off smoking my chicken first. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm not smoking it to cook it. I'm smoking it to get the flavor in it. I'm not seasoning it. I'm not doing nothing. If you got skin on it, take the skin off. Does that make
Okay.
sense? And
Okay.
then uh, once you do that, you get you a big old pan about this big. One of those big old pans, steam table pans.
Right.
You put all your chicken quarters or your chicken breast or whatever in after you smoke it. It's not done. You just got that smoke flavor added to it. Add you about 10, 11 sticks of butter or margarine, the cheap margarine. Put aluminum foil on it.
How
Put
long
it
on the
back.
smoker?
Huh?
How long on the smoker?
Oh, about 2 hours. I mean, not to cook it, but you want it like, if you cook it low and slow, if you're cooking at 210 degrees, about an hour and a half. If you're cooking it at, you cooking 250, about an hour, just enough to get a little smoke into it, okay?
Okay.
So then put the chicken along with the margarine all in this pan, okay?
Okay.
Take your skin off. Wrap it up in foil. Wrap the pan up in foil with a 10, 11 sticks of margarine or butter. Put it back on the smoker for, I would say about 5 hours at 250.
Okay.
Let it cool down. It's gonna take about 3 hours to cool down, okay?
Okay.
Let it cool down. I like doing it overnight. Once it cools down, pour all the juice out of the pan into a bowl. Save some of that juice, okay?
Okay.
You reach in there, you pull the chicken, it pulls like pork. It's so tender now. You pull the bone off of it, you pull the gristle, it just pulls apart so easy. And you just pull the bones, just throw the bones away, throw the gristles away, because you could shake the chicken and actually the meat will just come off and pull the gristles off, do all that kind of stuff. Basically I like cutting parts of my chicken off before I even do it. But pull the skin off, everything you can pull off. You can actually leave the skin off if you want to, but I don't like to because skin get kind of rubbery.
Right.
But just pull the skin off, and if you do it with the skin on, just pull the skin off and throw the skin away, and just pull everything, throw the bones and stuff. And once you pull it, then you season, and you can season with some SPG, salt, pepper, garlic, or whatever rub you want. And then you add that liquid back into it. And then you just kind of like, you don't want it too moist, but then you just kind of add that liquid into it, and you just keep like, you don't want to string the chicken. You want to leave it in chunks. So you just add the liquid back into it. That's your pulled chicken, sir.
Okay.
Yep, it's that simple. But when the butter do, it does a more of a, it kind of does a, let me see, what do you do when you do the duck and you put the duck in the duck fat? It's like cooking stuff in fat, kind of, in a low temperature. I forgot what they call it. They call it, Lord, help me find the word, Jesus. But basically, you're cooking it into a fat mixture, and that breaks down the meat slowly, but also it keeps the moisture in the meat.
Right.
But the key thing is you got to let it sit and let it cool on its own, though.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. So I leave my ribs in my foil packet for no longer than an hour. Even if an hour, sometimes it's like 45 minutes. I'm not doing an hour. I'm doing between an hour to 45 minutes. It depends on what ribs I'm cooking, because I'm normally keeping my ribs at 275, and they riding. So I just wrap my ribs at the last minute, to be honest with you. And it helps me to kind of keep the ribs integrity intact. So that's the reason why I don't, Kenny, I don't like wrapping my ribs at 3, 2, 1, because 2 hours, my ribs fall off the bone. That's just my opinion.
Right.
And nobody won't fall off the bone ribs. So I will keep them on the what you call it for 2 hours. So you can do the same thing with boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You can do the same thing with boneless, skinless chicken breast. You don't have to get bone-in chicken. So if you get boneless, skinless chicken thighs or boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Just put them on the smoker. Get a good smoke color. They get that bacon color. Put them in the pan. Put the butter on top. 12 sticks of butter per 40 pounds of chicken.
40 pounds of chicken? Whoa.
You actually, I'm just telling you, that's how I do it. So
that's a lot of chicken.
It is, but we sell it all, and people love it, man. Confit, yeah, confit. It's called confit, yeah. So yes, confit. So basically, it's confit the chicken because the fat is rendering out of the chicken and the butter, but it's at a slow temperature and it's breaking down all the connected tissues. But you got to let that stuff cool, because once it's cool, then it's easier to pull. But it reabsorbs that fat again. So it's very important you let it cool down. But you can try it with 10 pounds of chicken. I add 2 sticks to 3 sticks with 10 pounds of chicken. But try it. Let me know how it tastes, though.
Okay.
I appreciate it. It's called confit. So that's what you're basically doing. You're confit your thank you. I appreciate it, brother. You confit your chicken. And man, you get that smoke flavor, because chicken don't take long to get that smoke flavor, bro.
Right.
And you get the moist, juicy, tender. And if you can see you look at my videos I post on Facebook. You know my Facebook page?
Yes.
So you go to my Facebook page, and you look at the videos I post, you will see that man, when I'm out there in that trailer, man, I'm raising all kinds of havoc on that pulled chicken, man, because it does what it do.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and post that video up here so everybody can look at it.
Right. I'm definitely going to try that one.
So you can look right here on my Facebook page, and you can see me with that chicken, pulled chicken, man. I make 40 to 70 pounds of that pulled chicken. You know how many sandwiches you get out of 70 pounds of pulled chicken, bro?
A bunch.
A bunch of sandwiches. You right about that?
Yeah.
And that's very reasonable price. I think for 40 pounds of pulled chicken, I probably with everything I probably got like around $80 into 40 pounds of pulled chicken.
Yeah.
And I'm selling a pulled chicken sandwich for $10 with with beans and potato salad. So you go put say for instance I get 120 sandwiches out of that, and you put so you see how much money you're making.
Right.
So if you're selling, you got 40 pounds of chicken, pulled chicken, and you're making 3 sandwiches out of a pound, because you want to get over a quarter pound of chicken per sandwich. So you got 3 sandwiches per pound. That's 120 sandwiches, huge sandwiches. Okay, at $10 a sandwich, you're looking at $1,200, man, off of $80, bro. That's money. I ain't good at math, but that's a great money, man. That's a great money. Thank you. I appreciate it. So you got any more questions?
You make so much money, you ought to be able to retire right now.
Man, look, I don't make that much money, man. I love to give. I pay people good that work for me. See, yeah. I believe in not making all the money. If I do good, you work for me, you're going to do good. I pay people up to $225 a day working for me.
Right.
Because it's hard work, but I expect perfection. And you can't be paying people $80, $90 and expecting perfection. When you paying people around $150 to $225 a day, you expect perfection. You expect them to clean, take care of your machines, take care of your material, take care of the products, take care of the customer. You expect everybody to be professional at all times and to have fun, but you can't do that paying people a little bit of money. You pay for what you get when you're, me personally, when you're in the customer service business. And I believe in 100% customer satisfaction. I mean, I try my best. You know, you can't please everybody, but boy, I try to. You
Yeah.
know, I try
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So my thing is, so you cooking up. So I do bologna too. Okay,
Okay.
I got a sandwich called the Weekend Warrior, aka the Mississippi. I think it's called the Mississippi. Oh, it's called the Mississippi something, Mississippi Slammer or something like that. But basically, what it is it's a it's about I think of bologna, smoked bologna, cold with pulled pork on it, coleslaw with barbecue sauce, and that's the sandwich. I call it the Weekend Warrior.
Sounds good.
Oh, it is good, bro. It is good. Cause you got the savory of the bologna and the smokiness. You got the pulled pork on top of it, and you got the coleslaw on top of the pulled pork with the barbecue sauce. Now the kicker is the bun. You got to have a Kaiser or a potato bun. You got to have something big to see. I hate people that try to do something and give you a little bun. I'm giving you a Kaiser bun because it's a big sandwich. You need to have two hands to eat this sandwich. It's called a Weekend Warrior. You know, and I charge for that sandwich, but man, people don't mind paying for it.
So where do you buy buns like that at?
Buy what like that?
The buns you're talking about?
Oh, we got a gas station called Quick Start. One time for Quick Start, it's called Quick Start, and they sell the best bread in the state of Iowa.
Mm.
You know, yep. How thick is my bologna? My bologna probably about that thick, bro.
Yeah.
Almost an inch thick. You know, you want people to taste the bologna because the coleslaw, that's the salt. That bologna is that salty, smoky, and then the pulled pork is that juicy. You get more juice out of the pulled pork, and then you get the creaminess of the coleslaw, and then you get the barbecue sauce, sweet. You know, everything comes together in one perfect bite if you make it right. You know, nothing is the star of the show, and that's my key thing. And I think that's the reason why my barbecue is successful because I'm not trying to make anything to start the show.
So you sell a lot of bologna?
Yeah, people want my people really want me to bring that sandwich back. And I go off and on with the sandwich due to the fact that I never want to wait. I got my main menu items. So that's a specialty because so much goes into it. You have to have the coleslaw. You have to have the bologna. You have to have the pulled pork, which I always have pulled pork. But you know it's so, and you have a special bun on top of the bun that you already have. Then you got to have the smoked bologna. So it's so much stuff goes into it. So it's only a special. So when I run my special, I be like, hey, I'm doing a Weekend Warrior. People coming expecting to have a Weekend Warrior. Ooh, they say they love my nachos. And see, everything I use in my trailer, I double it up. When I have brisket, when I have chicken, when I have anything I have on my trailer, I can bring it in with and put it on nachos. Even my sausages, you know, I have did a mess before where you get four meats on nachos. You get the brisket, you get the pulled chicken, you get the pulled pork, and you get sausage, all on one nacho. The nachos is huge. You know, it's like a trash can nacho, and people love that. But yeah, so you know, I charge $20 when I do that. So I don't do that a lot, but when I do it, because it's time consuming, I charge $20, and man, people run with the nachos.
Right. I'm probably gonna cook again next weekend. I got people wanting stuff, so I'm probably gonna do it again next weekend.
Okay, it says, do I put onions on my charcoal? Well, yeah. So the onion thing. Let me tell you what the onion thing about Bass Finder. So I cut an onion in half, and I use the onion to clean the grates with. Okay. So the onion cleans the grates with. You ever use onions to clean your grates on your grill?
I never have.
So you cut an onion in half, a Vidalia or a yellow onion, big one, cut in half. Get your tongs and go over your grill with it while it's hot, and then throw that onion into that fire. And Bass Finder, bro, you will be blessed. That onion smell, when I'm kind of slow, like when I am slow at a barbecue event, I get like 10 onions, and I get my big smoker fired up, and I cut those onions up, 10 of them now, and I throw those 10 onions in the firebox, and it just goes 3 mile radius. I'm not exaggerating. 3 miles, people can smell my barbecue, and they be like, "Who's cooking? Who's barbecuing?" I'm not exaggerating, bro. Them, them tiny precision things you do is the difference between you making a little bit of money and making a lot of money. Just get onions, throw them into the fire pots, and throw them into the on top of the smoker, man. The smell is amazing. Hey, you already know the smell is amazing, Darnell. Man, he already know. I'm telling you, man, you can't explain it, bro. And man, it just screams barbecue. It just screams everything about summertime. It'll brighten your feelings up. It'll make a sad man happy.
So you
It'll
throw
make,
these onions in the smoker box?
uh,
You throw them in the smoker box
yes, sir.
where the
Yes.
fire is, right?
Where the fire at? Yes, sir. You throw it right in the fire, right on the coals.
I have to try that.
Hey, they said, how can we make chicken mop sauce? Look, man, so I got a video on it. It's a live video, but let me tell you how to make the mop sauce. You can use lard, extra virgin olive oil, or butter mixed with lard, or you need two fats, or one fat, like if you're using oil, you don't need number one fat, but if you're using butter or margarine, you need another fat. So like oil or grease or olive oil. You get that going, get it pretty hot. You get your bell pepper, your onions, you cut it up, you start frying your bell pepper, your onions. You can put jalapenos in it, but you don't have to put jalapeno, but your bell pepper and onions. And you fry that like you just frying, you want to have that much in it, oil in it. And you want to fry that, and you want those onions and bell peppers to break down. And then you want to add a little garlic to it if you want to, a little garlic, and you want to fry it. And then you want to add your apple cider vinegar, some black pepper, some salt. Hey, you got that mop sauce. And look, you put a little cayenne pepper in it. If you want a little cayenne pepper, and you mop your meat with that mop sauce, man, it'll make a believe out of anybody, because what it do when you cook those onions and bell pepper, it infuses the oil. It infuses the oil with the onions and bell pepper. It coaches the flavor out of those bell pepper and onions and into that oil. And then when you put the vinegar in top of that, and let the vinegar cooks in it, so it gets a very umami flavor. And you put some black pepper and salt, and I do add a little water to mine. They kind of because that vinegar can be pretty stout, so I add some water to bring it down just a little bit. But you put that on some ribs, some chicken, some beef ribs, some brisket, whatever you cook. You put that mop sauce on it, man. That mop sauce is gonna make anything turn amazing. Yeah, and that's just a little something about that mop sauce. So yeah, search for the TNT mop sauce video on YouTube. Yeah, let me see if I find it. Okay. So keep on talking, brother. What else been going on?
I'm here in the back right now. I'm just going to show you around, look at my smoker and stuff. You can see it.
You can see.
I made this tank if you last summer, and man, I really like it.
Oh, I love you. I love your setup, man. Let me see it. Oh, that's nice. Look at that setup. Oh my goodness, look at that. Let me see our grill, bro. Bring us in, man. Show us around. Quit acting like that now. Pull the damn thing out. Don't just show it to us. Open it up. Give us a tour, man.
I built this bar here
Okay.
myself. Me and a friend of mine done
Yes,
all the
sir.
concrete. We done all the concrete in here, and I got this pellet smoker here that I just bought. They got me for Christmas, and it's all right. I'm learning how to cook on it, but there ain't nothing like the big one over here. That's the one I cook on mostly.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like that stick burner.
Yeah.
It's nothing like it. I'm just trying to find my mop saw video. Why don't you keep showing everybody about the
Yeah. I got me a big TV out here too. I put out here during football season. We watch football out here.
man, you got a setup, bro.
Yeah, I like it. I really like it.
What's the what? Now you're in Arkansas, correct, brother?
I'm in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Oh, I forgot you was in Oklahoma. I knew you was in one of those southern states.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like what I got out here right now.
Hell, I like what you got there right now.
Yeah.
You want some company?
Yeah, come on down here. You can teach me some stuff.
Oh man, look, man, I learned everything I go. I found the video. Okay, I'm gonna go and all right, I got the video for the mop saw, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy that and put it in the chat. Okay. So here's the mop sauce video right here. Yeah, right there. And then put it in the chat. So there was a mop sauce video right there. Let's open the smoke up and show us the smoker.
Okay.
Could you please? Yeah. Let's see the smoker now.
Can you see it?
Man, look, man, open it up. Let's see it now. Yeah. Okay. So is that a reverse flow?
No, it is not a reverse flow.
Okay, it's a straight flow. Okay.
Yeah.
Where the firebox at now?
Firebox is over here on this side over here. Open it up. Firebox is right there.
Okay.
It's got a little over here on this side over here. It's got a lever right here that you open up to control the temperature that goes up in this warming box.
All right. Yes, sir. What's up, brother Mike? How you doing?
I cooked a lot of stuff on it. I mean, I had a friend of mine make it for me.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's taken a little bit getting used to it to figure out how to use it. But yeah, I really like it. I got a smaller one up on the porch that I started out using, but this is the one I use now mostly.
I like your setup, man. You're blessed. You're blessed. What's up, brother Mike? How you doing? Weekend warrior, man, in the house. See, this guy right here, he the one that made my sandwich for me. I didn't know nothing about. You remember the bologna sandwich I was telling you about?
Yeah.
It's my boy, Weekend Warrior Barbecue, Mike, at a contest, and he came up with that Weekend Warrior. So I named my sandwich after his YouTube channel.
Right.
Man, people be begging me for that sandwich. I told you how thick that bologna is. Bologna that thick, bro. Pulled pork on top of it, coleslaw, barbecue sauce on a big old Kaiser bun. You don't put that on no regular bun. You got to put a Kaiser bun on top of that. Ain't that right, Mike? Can I get an amen, brother?
Yeah. That sounds good.
But y'all subscribe to my boy Mike, man. He a good dude, man. That's my homeboy Mike, man. And Mike, if you need to do anything, why don't you jump on in, Mike? Just click on the link and we'll talk, Mike. So my boy Mike from Barbecue Weekend Warrior. Weekend Warrior Barbecue. So yeah, man, that's a beautiful. So let me see a pellet grill again.
Pellet grill. I got it covered up right now, but I can open it up. Show you.
Open it up. Open it up. Hashtag Pit Boss Nation. Oh yeah. Now is that the 5 series? The 4 series? What series is that?
I think it's a 4 series.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. What kind of wood you got in the back?
I have some oak. I have some cherry. I have some pecan, and I have some peach.
Okay. Okay.
Got a little bit of mixture here.
I see that, man. Awesome. Well, you got a nice setup, brother, man. Hey. Yeah, I see you got the mixture. You love to cook. Keep that wood dry.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't care about my wood. TNT don't care about his wood. I leave it out in the, hey, I got Lake County in the house. What's up, Lake County, Florida? Lake County in the house. Leesburg, Tavares, Umatilla, Mount Dora. Them my own stumping grounds right there, Lake County. South Lake, oh man, Highway in the Hills, Groveland, Lake County. Love y'all guys. One time for Pine Street Barbecue. Some of the best barbecue in the United States of America. Woo! I just had to give a shout out for Lake County in the house. Yes. Oh man. So man, look, I'm gonna get a live stream right here. If Brother Mike want to jump in, he can. Anybody want to jump in, they can. Right there, just jump on in. Yep. We out here just chilling on a nice Sunday morning. I'm messing with the Walmart grills. I ain't gonna lie you though, cooking on the Walmart grill, boy, that was a challenge, man. I'm just being honest with you. You know, it was a good cook, but I ain't gonna say it was an easy cook. It was a challenge.
Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, man. It brought back memories, and I tell you what, it truly do. Not yet, Darnell. The Pine Street ain't ready yet, but when they do get ready, I'll make sure we have a link for you, brother. It's not ready just yet, but when it gets ready, I'll make sure it's ready. So yeah, I tell you what though, yes, the hardest thing about those cookers is, first of all, I brought one that was broke, okay? I didn't do a good inspection on it, and when I looked, it was missing the back vent of it. But hey, you know, that's on the $50 smoker. The $20 smoker, now that performed pretty good. My wife did a number on that smoker, man. What's my favorite meat? What's your favorite meat to cook, brother?
Are you asking me?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I like cooking ribs.
Okay, then. Okay. So, my wife chicken turned out real good. My favorite meat to cook is brisket and beef ribs. I love beef back ribs. The meat, not the beef plate rib, but the beef back ribs, the one that comes from off the ribeye. I love those beef ribs. And guys, I'm finna introduce a song. Call the rest, the one and only, the one with all the secrets and skills. My boy with the editing skills amaze me. My brother Mike, the weekend warrior. Come on in, brother.
Woo! What an introduction. Thank you very much. Glad to be part of your live stream finally.
Hey, man, I sure appreciate you. I know you got a short time. So what you up to, Mike?
Hey, man, I got some ribs in the smoker right now, enjoying your guys' live stream. I love the content. It's just fun to watch and hear you guys talk about something we all love, barbecue.
Amen. Hey, God, Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about your channel? Tell us what you do on your channel. Tell us just give us Mike on the plate. Go.
Yeah, man. So Weekend Warrior Barbecue is the name of the channel, kind of self-explanatory. You know, I'm not I don't do this for a living. I don't do catering. I don't do competitions. I'm the backyard guy, right? So I create content for the backyard people, and I've got all kinds of recipes. I use pellet grills, pellet smokers. I've got an offset smoker, gas grill, you name it, just anything that happens in the backyard. I really love it. I love making the videos. And hey, man, we go back a long time. I've been watching you for 5-6 years, it feels like. So just great watching you and being a part of the community.
Hey, Mike's right there in the chat. You see his link right there? Weekend Barbecue Warrior. That's his link to his page. Go over there and sub to him. You're going to learn a lot. Now, one thing about Mike, he cooks on everything. He don't discriminate. The dude got a stick burner. He has a drum smoker. He has pellet grill. He has, man, he got every freaking thing you could cook on. And he even got pizza ovens. Who does that? Freaking pizza ovens. But yeah, brother. So you like cooking ribs. I like cooking beef ribs and brisket. Okay, then Texas checking in. So my question is, what is your least favorite meat to cook, sir?
I like cooking everything. I mean,
Okay.
I don't really have a least favorite because I figure if you can cook everything, you the man.
Awesome. You know one thing that I really don't like cooking? You ready for this? I do not like cooking whole hogs.
I've never cooked one.
I cook a lot of whole hogs, but I do not enjoy them. I charge so much money to cook a whole hog until it got to be worth my while because I do not enjoy cooking a whole hog.
Yeah.
Because I'm paranoid. When you're paranoid, you know, what's up? The Urban Culture Kitchen. KC in the house, man. So this guy I did my collaboration with, guys. Urban Culture Kitchen. If you ain't doing that, KC, make yourself available. Go and hop in the link, KC, if you can. If not, I understand. But this is KC, guys, for Urban Culture Kitchen. And man, let me tell you something. KC did a jerk chicken today, and he did his thing. He did his dog thistle on that on his chicken, man. But yeah, so yeah, that's how I am. I'm probably like when it comes to uh anything to do with that whole hog, I'm not a big fan of whole hog. And I'm not I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of cooking spare ribs neither.
I like spare ribs.
I prefer to cook St. Louis or baby backs. And that's Urban Culture Kitchen website. Go check his video out. He's the Americano smoker, the grill for Walmart too. $50 grill. But yeah, I don't really like cooking a whole spare. I just truly don't. I don't know why, but I take that back. If I got a direct cooker where the heat is coming from the bottom, I don't mind cooking it. But other than that, though, I really don't like cooking spare ribs. I prefer to cook a St. Louis of that.
I'd rather cook spare ribs too.
Okay, my favorite food to cook, bro, is brisket, and I think pork loin. Yeah, it's brisket and pork loin. That's my favorite thing to cook.
I noticed you cook a lot of pork loin.
Hey man, I got Weekend Warrior coming back right now. Let's get him back on. Boom!
Sorry.
That's okay.
Something and I dropped off. I apologize.
That's all right, brother.
Hey man, I wanted to show you. I got the smoker rolling right now. So
Look at that, guys. Ooh. And that's a stick burner.
Yeah, it's my offset. It's a vertical instead of horizontal. So I got the fire rolling right now. And let me close this door. I'm just doing a test slab of ribs right now. I'm trying a new recipe. So I've only got one slab in there. Show you what's going on.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness. Now, so, Mike, we got one question I'm going to ask you, Mike, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So say for instance, I people all the time saying, T, I'm in the barbecue. What grill should I buy? So I'm asking you, Mike, what grill should I buy, Mike?
So that's kind of a loaded question. Here's what it all comes down to for me. Do you have time to manage a fire? So think about this. My smoker here that I'm showing you guys, about every 30 minutes, I've got to put a split of wood in there to keep my temperature going, right?
Right.
So if you don't have time to do that on the weekends, I would be looking at a pellet grill or smoker, or maybe a Weber Smoky Mountain, charcoal, or even a drum smoker, something that you can maintain a fire for an extended period of time without having to babysit it. So that would be my advice for someone starting out, but you really can't beat the flavor of a stick burner. It's just the best flavor, right?
The best.
But you're trading off, you're trading a little bit of flavor for convenience, right?
You 100% right. And the thing about it, I answered that question 1,000 times, pretty much verbatim what you said, and that is the true question. It's what you want to do. And you know what? I like when people buy smokers like you got. You know why? Because when they found out that's how hard it is to manage it and how hard it is to use it and how much time it takes, I come along and buy it out of a flea market or something, or yard sale.
Yeah, man.
But other than that, I love that smoker, Mike. Now, do you have water in it right now, or are you running dry?
No, I'm running wood. Just I'm actually using ash. I'll flip it around.
Okay.
So here in Ohio, ash is really abundant. So normally, if I'm cooking here, I'm using ash, oak, and maple.
Yeah.
That's kind of what my suppliers have here locally.
Okay.
And the ash burns very similar to oak.
Yo, man.
Similar flavor. It's a very hard wood. Burns hot.
Yes, that is like oak. What you had to guess, what would you think the moisture content in that ash wood is, or any of your wood?
I'm usually sitting around 20%, 22% when it gets delivered.
Okay.
And then
that is very, yep. That's very important, guys. What Mike is saying, that's very important.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
So when I first got this smoker, I was not prepared. I didn't have any wood yet. So I went out and I got some kiln dried wood, right? So kiln dried is what you're going to find at most of the big box stores.
Yes, sir.
There's very little moisture left in that wood. So it burns too quick. It has zero flavor, right?
Right,
so,
right.
That's why I don't like kiln dried. But yeah, anywhere 20% is pretty good. So that's what I like.
Now I noticed your wood, Mike. You got the bark off your wood.
Not on purpose. It just falls.
Okay.
Off. Yep.
Okay.
I don't mind the bark. It doesn't bother me.
It don't bother me neither. Okay, I thought you was one of those guys, Mike.
I just put it in and burn it, man.
Okay, good job. Hey, you know what I'm talking about.
I'm going to have to get off with my batteries, Brian.
All right, then. Thank you, brother. You have a blessed day.
Good talking to you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Subscribe to my channel. So You know the guys I'm talking about, the salt and pepper only. You got to take the bark off of the wood because the bark may make it bitter. And Mike, that's why I love your channel. You're such a variety of cooking till you speak to everybody. And that's why, and that's why I kind of like when I first saw your first video, your editing skill got my attention. But I guess it's the way that you move towards everybody kind of learning style where, you can teach the slow learners, you can teach the people that have a little skill, and you also can reach out to those pure pit masters, that think they know it all, and I'm just putting it out there like that. But I think you got those skills, Mike, and that's kudos to you, brother. And I'm just telling you, you got something going on there. I'm a huge fan.
You know what it is? At the end of the day, none of us were born knowing how to do this, right?
Yep.
We all have to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no better time to learn than now. We got channels like TNT Barbecue. I'm out there. You've got just all kinds of great content creators that know a lot who are giving it away for free.
Amen.
So, back in the day when I was trying to learn this, we didn't have YouTube. You had to go to the library, and here in the Midwest, you're not finding a book on barbecue. I'm sorry. You're going to find it. especially back then. It's a big thing now, but back then around here it wasn't. So it's just great, man. I love making the videos, and everyone's has been so awesome. So I appreciate it.
There go Mike's channel right there. Go there. Thank you. Hey, go. I got Mike's channel right here. Go subscribe. You gonna learn something. You gonna learn a lot, actually. I mean, Mike, my next question for you, brother, and I've been wanting to ask this question since I got you on the live. I'm gonna ask this question. How do you run your pit boss without water in the pan? Every time I do that, it catches a fire. And I'm tired of my pit boss catching a fire. How do you do that, Mike?
Yeah, so I do get nervous if I don't put water in there. I'm always afraid of a grease fire. So I'm only going to not put water in there on a short cook. And I do not run that smoker above 275.
All right. Okay, then. Okay.
So
all right. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, then. I got you.
If I'm gonna do an all day brisket, I'm starting that thing off with water. Because I don't like to do it all the time, but again, I'm worried about those grease fires for sure.
Yes. Oh man, that just throws. I'm like, how am I running this smoker without water? But see, that is good technique. That's something that speaks to me. Then so I understand that. But man, look how clean your smoke is. Look at that. It's not like it's even on. I'm behind you. I see that thin blue smoke, man. Look at that, guys.
That's
thin
right.
blue smoke.
I get people all the time in my pellet smoker videos. They're like, I don't see any smoke. What gives? How can there be any flavor? And that's, you don't want to see smoke all the time. So that's how you got to run it. Nice, clean fire. These pellet smokers and grills today do a great job of that too. Especially if you got those new PID controllers, but
yes,
that's what you want, man.
Okay, I remember you talking about, hey guys, you got to check this brisket cook out. Mike did a brisket cook, guys. Go check that video out. Bro, first I got to commend you on that brisket cook, bro. That was like freaking, bam, nail on the head. That don't happen a lot. I'm just telling you, it don't. You know how many brisket cooks I recorded and be like, delete. It's good enough to eat, but just to put out there, it wasn't good enough to put out there on YouTube land. But man, that brisket video, It was outstanding, and I know you at the end. You were so tired till you just couldn't put all your energy, all the weekend warrior into it because you were like, "Hey guys, it's late at night. I got to go to work in the morning, and I should have waited to do this." But
Well, so
then,
that's the big thing when. So I don't do this for a living. I do this for a hobby.
yes,
And normally, if I'm not making a video, I would have started that brisket overnight. You know,
mm-hmm.
but I want as much daylight as possible so people can see what I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
And that's why the timing might seem a little awkward, but yeah, man, I do what I got to do. That was a lot of work. I was exhausted, but to have that little tiny bite right before it made it all worth it, man.
Yes, it did. So, Mike, question actually: if you're like me, you got tons of leftovers.
Yeah.
Tons. What do you do? Do you vacuum seal it? Do you give it to somebody? Do you give it to neighbors? What do you do with all the leftovers you have from YouTube?
We give most of it away. So friends, family, a friend of mine who lives nearby is a firefighter.
Okay.
We'll send him away with a bunch. He takes it to the station. You know,
awesome.
those guys are there for 24 hours. So
yes,
it's one less meal they got to cook.
Amen. Thank you for that, Mike. I my heart goes out to first responders. I just lost a brother that was law enforcement, a state trooper. He got shot. Just attended the funeral, and it was just something to think about doing those raids and things like that. It just, and this was a great guy. And I know we're talking about barbecue, but this is a great guy. When I say a great guy, I mean a great officer. I mean, just a great person, officer, man of God, all of it. But yeah. So I appreciate you doing that. Now, Mike, question I ask you:
Yep.
Everybody use the basket that goes into those smokers. Everybody, except you. You have a bent, triangular, V-shaped, angle iron, steel. Why do you do that, Mike? Could you go into a little detail?
Yeah. So first, can you see it right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is 2 1/4-inch thick steel plates, and I have them on a V. So first of all, there's nothing wrong with the basket. It works. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But my fire management style is a little bit different. I enjoy poking the fire and
Okay.
the coals around.
Yes.
So once it's in a basket, you're kind of limited to what you can do.
Okay.
Here, let's say my fire's getting a little too hot. I can use some coal, smash it down into the coal bed to slow that down a little bit. I can move the logs a little bit closer together, a little bit further apart to manage my fire.
Wow.
The other thing is that V shape. It actually, it's kind of like cooking on a barrel smoker. So think of a cylinder firebox. It's round on the bottom, right?
Right.
What happens is all those coals naturally consolidate down into the center. You get a real nice concentrated hot coal bed, and that's what I have here with that V shape. If I'm just using the square with the grates,
yes, sir.
Those coals fall down, they scatter. You're constantly trying to push it all back together.
Okay.
So I'm using that. The credit for that, if you guys ever watch a YouTuber, Chud's Barbecue, CHUD, he makes his own brand of smokers, and he uses that V shape in a square firebox. So that's where I got that idea.
Okay, Chubb. Yeah. He the one that I learned that half wrap foil method, the boat method. Yeah. Okay. I tell you what, man. I tell you what, bro. I I was thinking about that YouTube battle. I was telling people, boy, if Mike ever go into that thing, you better watch out. Man, look at that smoke, man. Oh man. Ooh. So Mike, you ever thought about getting into, now you worked at a restaurant for quite a few years, right?
Yeah, I worked in a bar bar restaurant, so we call it pub grub.
Yes.
Short order cook. I worked on a grill, deep fryers, griddle, pizzas, all that good stuff. I did that for about 6 years back in the 1990s.
Okay.
So I'm aging myself a little bit here, but
Me too.
but man, I loved it. It was the best job ever, but it didn't pay the bills, so I had to move on. Right.
Yeah. Right.
But I've always had a passion for cooking, and food brings people together. And cooking for someone is one of the nicest things you could ever do.
Yes.
And I just love it, man. And I love showing people how to do it.
Amen. So if I said this, I say, Mike, I'm coming to Ohio, and I want to stop by your house to have supper that night. And I just invite myself over. You like, okay, T. And what would you cook for me? What would you cook for me if I said, I'm coming over, Mike? Give me the dishes. And I've seen man, your sides, they're just like, man, get the hell out of here. Did this dude just do this shit on a smoker? For real.
If I have someone pop over, I'm cooking them a steak. So I'm gonna cook you a steak, some roasted potatoes, do some veggies, and make a nice sauce on top of that. We can eat nice and light, have a few beverages, not feel too full.
Okay.
Just have a good time and talk. A lot of times, what we'll do is we'll cook up some steaks.
Mm-hmm.
We just cut them in slices, and people pick at them. You just grab a fork or a toothpick, grab yourself a piece of steak, and that'll carry on through the night. We'll cook 4 or 5 steaks.
Yes.
For a couple hours.
Oh man, that sounds good. That sounds really, really yummy. So now you ordered from that one company, that brisket from that Texas company, correct?
Snake River Farms.
No, the one brisket you ordered already cooked.
Oh yeah, the one that I was already that was Terry Black's barbecue.
Black's barbecue, yes. I didn't want to call out just in case. So, how do that brisket stack up to the brisket that? Oh yeah, okay, I see you. Oh yes.
So sorry, right here, I'm just preheating the wood, so it combusts a little more quickly.
Yes. Oh yeah. And you can still see it when you put that new piece on. It's not barreling smoke. It's actually, look how fast it's combustion, guys. But it also it has enough moisture in the wood that it actually producing smoke too, flavor. So that's what Mike was talking about. It's doing both. It's combustion pretty fast. But if you put that kindling dry stuff on there, Mike, it's like putting lighter fluid on fires.
Yeah, it is.
What
you get, and then I'll answer your question about that brisket. What you get with kiln dried or wood that's too dry, you get tall flames. If you have high flames in your firebox, that's going to be way too much convection, especially in a vertical smoker like this. So if you look, that smoke and heat only has 2 feet to travel across. This isn't a big 4 foot long, 5 foot long pit. So with all that convection rushing up, it's going to cause in this pit, that back left corner, to be like 50 to 60 degrees hotter than the rest. So the key is low flames. You don't want tall flames, low flames.
Wow. You see, he just made that whole thing for the layman's can understand. You don't have to be a pit master to understand that what you just said. If you got high flames, it's going to be too hot to use in a Firebox management grill like that, or either a Walmart grill, or either any kind of grill that you buy from a box store. And that stands more better chance than any Walmart grill. Anything you could buy the big box store, that's like 100 times 200 times better, but it still thinks on the same kind of thought. You have to get good wood because you get that killing wood, it's gonna rush through that little and burn the paint off of it the first day, well as burn everything you got into the cabinet.
Yeah. So it's and I'm learning every day too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, most definitely.
But hey, that Terry Black's brisket,
Yes.
it's still the best brisket I've ever had in my life. So the one I made the other night tasted incredible. The best one I've ever made. But it's still not close to that Terry Black's. The bark he had on there was just to die for, man. So I still got to work on that, but it's one of these days I'll get it. And when I do, I might open a restaurant.
Amen. Oh, when you cook briskets, and I tell the story all the time, and Mike, but I cooked some beef ribs in 2003 for a college or day. I cooked like 75 slabs of beef ribs, the beef back ribs. I get the real meaty ones. I cooked like 75 slabs, and I had this one kid. He was a big old football player, about 6'4", 280, and he just kept coming up. Mr. Matthews, do you mind if I get some more ribs? I said, sir, get all you want. I said, the college paid for this. So if you got all these vegetarians, all these people that don't eat beef, so he got him. He ate probably about 5 slabs. And I was at a Turkey Federation banquet here about 2 years ago. And the kid come up to me and he says, hey, are you TNT Barbecue? I said, yes. He said, when I was a freshman for Order Day, you catered to college and you had these beef ribs. And he said, I just want you to know you're an asshole. You ruined me for barbecue for the rest of my life. He said, I done been to barbecue places all over the United States of America searching for those beef ribs. And you know the sad thing about it, Mike? I'm searching for those same tasting beef ribs because I hit the mark that day. And to this day, I tell my wife all the time, I don't know what I did that day. I know I used the mop sauce. I know I used salt, pepper, but I don't know what else I put on those beef ribs. Man, them beef ribs were amazing. It started raining, and the smoker just cooled down to like I was freaking out. And I just kind of loaded up the Firebox and tried to get those beef ribs done. And then I wrapped them. And then I had to unwrap them, and man, the bark just. But to this day, Mike, I cannot match that flavor. So I understand that. Oh, what a cute puppy!
That's Remy, the little German Schnauzer. He knows barbecue better than anybody. Trust me.
Remy Martin.
That's right. That's right.
Mike, I sure no appreciate you, man. And man, I got to say, your backyard looks beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. Look at that grass, man. Oh my goodness.
So when I'm not watching barbecue channels on YouTube, I'm watching lawn care videos. So the Lawn Care Nut is one such channel. And
lawn care nut. I got to look at that because I got big old walnut trees that basically it'll cost me $7,000 to take both of them down. So I'm gonna get both of those down. I'm gonna get both of them down this summer. So that's where some barbecue money gonna roll, taking trees down. Ooh, there go the wood pile. Yes, I do see bark. Okay.
There you go.
Now, do you cut your own splits, Mike, or do you order them?
So they drop them off in 16-inch splits, but they're a little too thick for my liking. So I split each of those in half.
Okay. All right.
So this is a 16-inch split. And just to give you a little reference with my hand, about how thick that is. So
yeah, that's nice. That is real nice. That is real nice, guys. And why are you putting your wood on the Firebox, Mike?
It's going to preheat it a little bit. This way, when I drop it into my firebox, it's going to combust almost instantly and reduce that dirty smoke. So, you know, when you saw me put that one in a minute ago, it caught pretty much right away.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And you know, man, I had barbecue here about a week ago, Mike, and one of my buddies. I bet I'd be talking too much, but it was more than a week ago, about a couple months ago. I'm not talking about you, Kevin, or I'm not talking about you, Kevin or Trent. Please, I'm not talking about y'all guys. It's another buddy, and I gotta tell the truth. He brought me some barbecue, and man, I've been in that barbecue, man. I ate like about 3 bones of beef ribs actually. And dude, I was burping up smoke for 3 days. It almost had me sick actually. And then I was sleeping one night, and my wife would tell you the acid from the smoke came up on my throat, and I told myself then and there, if somebody barbecue is bad, I'm not eating it. I'm gonna be like that grandma that got Alzheimer's, kind of goofy. I'm gonna start just telling you what's on my mind. I'm gonna be like, what kind of crap is this, man? No, dog, don't eat that. You don't deserve it. I wouldn't even feed that to Remy, because Remy, I care about Remy. Remy can't eat that kind of stuff, so yeah.
He'd spit it right out of his mouth.
Me and Remy on the same page, Mike.
Well, I'll tell you what, Thyron, you're right, man. When I make barbecue for people, I don't want smoke to be the first thing people taste. You should taste the meat, the seasoning, and then the smoke on the end. Because if you taste it first, it's going to ruin everything else you eat that night. All you're going to taste is smoke. And it's like you said, I had that happen to me once. I woke up the next morning and I felt like I had eaten a pack of cigarettes. It was disgusting. But
yes,
in your mouth for a day. Yeah. But
oh man, you're right. You're right. Oh my goodness. I see that. So Mike, can I ask you? Oh, look at that thing run like a champ. So have you got any new grills in mind? Or you got any new smokers? You know, do you looking at something that kind of got your eye a little bit? Cause I'm a smoker crackhead, Mike. I don't know why. I just look at smoking like, oh, I want that. I don't need it, but I want it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably gonna buy a workhorse pit. So if you look that up, workhorse pits, it's a round type smoker, round firebox, round fire pit, and it's horizontal instead of vertical. The only reason I'm interested in it is because I create content on YouTube.
Yes.
So I would like to be able to create content for people who have square fireboxes and round fireboxes.
Okay.
And that way I can reach as many people as I possibly can. Right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
A lot of people might see this and be like, yeah, I don't have that. I've got a horizontal smoker. I'm clicking somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
So that's the only reason why. This smoker is awesome. I love it.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm glad to hear that. I am glad. And it's called Workhorse?
Yeah, the one I'm looking at is called Workhorse.
Okay, then. All right.
This one here is made by Lone Star Grills. Lone Star Grills out of Texas.
Texas. What y'all know about them Texas smokers? Ooh. Man. Hey, how heavy you think that smoker is, Mike? About 600 pounds?
This is over 900 pounds. The reason it's so heavy is the firebox is 1/2-inch thick steel.
Oh,
so
they ain't gonna be rusting through at no time.
No,
so we'll be in the ground stinking before that go rusting through.
Yeah, someone will be cooking on this long after I'm gone. But up here in the north with the real cold winters, having that 1/2-inch thick steel, once it heats up, it's radiating heat, helping stabilize, in cold temperatures. So
yes, sir. Yes. I tell you what though, we got Mama and Papa Joe, Mike. You ever heard of him before?
I have. I love it. I just watched them do. I watched his brisket video where he did the tallow. I thought that was one of the best brisket videos, start to finish, I've ever seen. So I think their channel is gonna skyrocket for sure.
Man, I tell you what though, man. You know that barbecue competition, they dodged the animal if they would have drew best brisket. Because his ribs he did on Mama Papa Joe on that barbecue pitmaster competition. I haven't seen any ribs that match those ribs yet, man. I mean, it's just like, what is he doing? Do we got a rib dealer that's supplying ribs or something from with a suitcase? The perfect bones, the perfect hole. So, Mike, how important is meat selection?
It's just as important as wood selection and everything else. I mean, if I have, obviously everyone's got budgets they've got to stick to.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm buying a brisket, I'm going prime or better.
Mm.
It's just, if I'm going to spend all that time to put forth a good brisket, I want it to be the best cut possible. And that goes the same with ribs and everything else you might cook.
Yes. Hey, I agree 100% on that. So I got another question. What is to you, and I got my own answer for this too, and I think me and you probably gonna be on the same page. What is the most underrated meat out there on barbecue?
Well, I used to say chuck roast because most people don't think to smoke it, but that's become more and more popular. People call it the poor man's brisket, but it's a great thing to practice on before you get a big brisket. So chuck roast, and then my favorite thing to smoke is turkey.
Okay.
And you don't see too many people do it outside of Thanksgiving, but I'll tell you what, if I go to a barbecue restaurant, they better have turkey on the menu because that's the first thing I want to try. And if they don't, then I'm questioning why they don't. But I think turkey's awesome.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, awesome. Well, I guess we didn't have the same thing in mind. I was gonna say pork loin.
Okay.
To me, I don't know why us Midwest people, we love a damn pork loin. Cause to me, pulled pork is okay, but if I was on a budget and Mike was coming on my house, I could pay the same amount for pork loin that I can for pork butt. But to me, pork loin is gonna have more integrity. It's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be moist, and it's gonna be more elegant on a plate than pulled pork. So pulled pork is like I hate to say it. No, I can't say that. But it's like it's like a 7 or a 6. You could dress it up to a 10, or you could dress it down to a 7. But it's still there. It's only too much you can do with pulled pork. Now pork loin, you can do a lot to that. So I think pork loin is so underestimated. And then to think about it, if you get a 10-pound pork loin, you're gonna cook it. It can be 10 pounds just by injecting it. And man, you can feed a lot of people with one pork loin. You can probably feed close to 25 people with one loin.
Pork loin. So 225, cook that thing low because they cook quick.
Yes.
So you put that on a lower temperature to get more smoke flavor. And if you do it right, man, that thing's juicy and tastes unbelievable.
Mike, I got a confession. It took me 5 hours to cook pork loin. And my last benefit I did a benefit for Dollar for Scholars because we wanted to raise money. And they asked me, how do we raise the most money? So I told them I'm going to do my pork loin, pulled chicken, and cheesy potatoes and green beans. And I took 5 hours because I knew that, like you said, you want to bring it up real slow. So I started off like stick burner at about 185, 200 degrees for the first 3 or 4 hours. Then I bumped it up to 250. And man, that pork loin has such umami flavors that people couldn't believe with just salt, pepper, and garlic. They were like, what the hell is this? What did you put on it? I'm like, just salt, pepper, and garlic. No, you didn't. But it's because the smoke was not overpowering. Like you said, everything was in it was in a good marriage, equal.
Yeah.
Hey, guy, I'm going to put Mike's channel right here in the chat. Let me go and put Mike's let me get Mike going. So the guest we got today, guys, is my boy Mike for the Weekend Warrior Barbecue. And he's got his Lone Star vertical smoker out, and he's doing a fire management. And he's cooking on with
Ashwood.
Yes, and we got a lot of ashwood in Iowa, so I'm about to go get me some ashwood. Plenty of people tell me they got ash for me, and I always say, I ain't cooking with no darn ash, but I'm gonna cook with some ash now. So if it's comparable to oak wood, man, Mike, do smoke ring matter or do it not matter?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect flavor one bit. So
okay.
Smoke ring is bragging rights. You know, it's fun to see it. But it doesn't affect flavor, right?
No, it don't.
I don't do competitions, but I don't think they use smoke ring as a deciding factor, do they?
Well, they don't supposed to, but they do.
Okay.
I mean, why you think you got people putting that tender quick on their meat or pink salt? Because they want that smoke ring to be somewhat present. You know, with these you know, like it's like Old Rusty. I don't get a real thick smoke ring on Old Rusty because of just how clean it burns.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't have like one of those big, thick smoke rings because once you put wood in Old Rusty, it like that. I don't care if it's green. It can have, you know, you can just woo and just throw in Old Rusty. They're going to burn it up because of the way it's designed. So I don't get a real thick smoke ring. Unlike if I was cooking on my reverse for the big cabinet smoker, that gives a real thick smoke ring. So, but Old Rusty will cook circles around it. The point I'm trying to make is aesthetically, I think that's just like a badge, kind of like, you know, people like, I got my badge in my heart, but you know, that pit master badge is saying, look at that smoke ring. So I think that's why a lot of guys put that Kirin and pink salt on, because these new smokers, like you said, Mike, they cook very clean, and you don't get that real thick, you know, smoke ring.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of people show some different tips and tricks. Celery seed seems to help with smoke ring as well, but it's not. It doesn't ruin my day if I don't have a good
okay.
time. I just care. I'm all about flavor.
Yeah,
and tenderness.
You're right. You what? I'm a texture freak. I don't like nothing squishy. I'm a texture freak. You know that. You know that's my. But you know when I'm selling barbecue, I got to give the customers what they want. But here in Iowa, they want things to fall off the bone. You know. I cooked the best ribs of my life. My complaint was they're not as tender as I like them. And I was hurt. So I decided then that I give people what they want. I give the 90% of the public, I get them fall bone ribs. So if you see me out there in my food trailer and you see me got ribs that's fall for bone on my cutting board when I'm cutting ribs, understand it. I'm giving the people what they want.
I'm the same way. I cook different for myself than I do if I'm having guests.
Yes.
And you're right. Everyone wants that fall off the bone, which is fine. I'm happy to make that for them.
Yeah.
This slab of ribs I'm making for myself today, I didn't even take the membrane off. I don't care. In fact, you know, if you cook ribs above 275, that membrane does actually kind of disintegrate, and some people eat it.
Yes, I love my membrane. I ain't gonna lie to you. I cook so many ribs. I wish I would try to take a membrane off. I'm like, are you serious? You know, now when I do my beef ribs, my beef back ribs, the membrane got to come off on my beef back ribs because it's just that stuff is just ridiculous. But if I'm cooking spares, St. Louis, or even baby backs, man, the membrane staying on, and people, and actually, I like keeping my membrane on because it holds the meat together longer. Because I got my meat inside a proofer, inside of a steam table, and if you know anything about that, once you sit that meat and it goes to rest and it goes to warm it up again, or keep cooking, it just fall off the bone. That membrane helps that meat to stay intact. So that's just a little safety barrier that I think if you're cooking meat to sell, keep your membrane on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, most definitely. I got a lot of people say they leave their membrane on. I got a lot of people saying that, yeah. And I like when it crunches up.
Yeah, it's like a crispy little potato chip treat. It's good.
Oh yes, it is. It is real good. It is real good. So, did we ask that question? What's your favorite thing to cook? You said turkey.
I think it's the most. I think it's the most underrated thing to cook.
Okay,
I just don't see people do it all that often.
What is your favorite thing to cook, Mike?
I like cooking ribs, man. So I don't care if it's St. Louis. I don't care if it's a full spare or a baby back. It's just it's fun. People like it. It's easy.
Yes.
And it doesn't necessarily take all day.
No, it don't. Me personally, Mike, I like you. I like managing the fire. I love managing the fire. Actually, this Wednesday, I'm going to another bar. You know the video that I got over 1 million views on?
Oh, yeah, the one you got over 1 million views? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I'll be to that same bar on Wednesday. And it's their first of the year. Wee Willie's. I'm gonna do a dinner special. Basically, what I'm doing pork loin, brisket, baked beans, potato salad, 2 dinner rolls for $20. And I'm giving people probably half pound of brisket, half pound of pork loin, and 2 dinner rolls and a big scoop of potato salad with beans for $20. And then,
That's a deal, man.
yeah, and then if you want the full platter for $30, you get a link of sausage thrown into that.
Okay.
Yep. So that's what I'll be doing. I have a $20 meal and a $30 meal.
Sorry, I'm trying to do this one hand. So.
Oh no, Mike, do what you do. We enjoying that, guys. We enjoying this live, man. Oh my goodness. Now let's see how fast that catches up. It's already going.
It's coming around the bottom right now. And then this dirty smoke should clear out.
What dirty smoke?
Yeah, you probably can't see it on here, but I can. A little bit off the top.
Okay. Oh my goodness, man. That design is amazing. That pit. And you can tell that thing is made. You can tell it's made. Look how thick it is, guys. Right down around that firebox. Look how thick that steel is, man. Oh my Jesus.
It's a tank.
It is. Oh, 900 pounds, man. Goodness gracious. You pay for what you get when it comes to smoker, guys. You pay for what you get.
So, yeah, man. Ribs. Got a slab of ribs in there.
So what you season the slab of ribs with? Are you doing a video or are you just cooking for yourself?
Yeah, I'm cooking for myself.
Okay, what season you got on there?
I'm using Cosmo's Dirty Bird rub. I'm trying to use up leftovers. Stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing special. Just
Dirty Bird. Oh man, the ribs look amazing, guys. Oh my, look at that color. Are you gonna wrap them, Mike, or are you gonna let them go?
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap them. So I'll do. I usually do a 3-1. So 3 hours in the smoke, 1 hour in the foil, and then I'll sauce them and just let it set up, and that's it.
Yeah. Are you a butcher's paper kind of guy?
Not for ribs.
Okay.
The only time I use butcher paper really is on a brisket, and even that, for me, foil is fine too.
Yeah.
It just depends, do you want a crunchy bark or not? So
Yeah.
if you don't care about crunchy bark, use foil. It'll get done.
I don't want crunchy bark. I want my bark to stay, but I don't want it crunchy. I think that foil just produced so much juices. And I love the juices, man. I truly do.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I got my butt kicked yesterday by my wife, though.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man, she cooked some chicken quarters. We brought these old Walmart grills. And she got the $20 grill, I got the $50 grill. And she cooked some chicken quarters, I cooked some chicken quarters. And honest to goodness, man, my wife's chicken came out so crispy. But my wife went to the store and she got her nails done. So I had to cook her chicken. So I'm just letting y'all know that. So technically, we both won. So
you're a smart man, Thyron.
Yeah, technically we both won, but it surprised me what that $20 grill did. But man, it's hard to maintain those cheap grills, man. It was work yesterday cooking on those grills, man. It was work, it wasn't easy, but it was a good video. It just took me forever because I'm not the best editor, and then I ramble. And that's why I like this kind of stuff, because I can ramble and it's okay. Sometimes I be on video, why am I rambling?
It's all good, man. Well, hey, that's why people like the live streams. It's real.
Yeah.
It's not a bunch of editing, and it's just you, the way you are. And
yes.
I think that's why you're having so much success, Thyron. You're a great guy.
I appreciate you, Mike. I
People
appreciate
love
you
sharing the knowledge, and it's
Yes.
a good time. It's a good time to watch it.
I tell you what, though, Mike, I can't wait till I do this cook. I'm doing it for the American Legion. And I just, since COVID spiking, I kind of postponed it a little bit. But I'm going to do, I want to do like 65, 70 briskets at one time. And I want to just have a brisket feed for the American Legion. And I want to have it where it's free will donations. And I guess I'm doing it for the American Legion, but I'm also being a little selfish about it because I want to cook like 60 briskets. I'm for real. Like to me, that sounds dramatic, but that's fun to me.
Yeah.
I want to get out there and actually cook 60, 70 briskets. I did the 100 slab challenge. I done cooked 100 slabs of ribs. And now I'm over that. I'm over that. Now I want to go to the 60, 70 briskets and cook those and just, do a video on that live. Oh my goodness! Look how clean that smoke is. Oh my! Now it has 2 stacks, both of them for the smoke chamber.
Yeah, 2 stacks. It's designed. They need to both be wide open at all times.
Okay.
They're basically, the covers are there just for the rain.
Okay, yes, sir. Okay, then. Oh man!
And then you just control either by the size of your fire, or if you want to use the damper,
Oh, see, you like me, Mike. I like everything to be open. I don't like nothing. I like everything to be breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I truly. That's how I control my fire, pretty much by the amount of wood I put in it, and how big the fire is. That's basically what it is. Or with charcoal, because I bet you if you put 20 pounds of charcoal in that smoker, you could probably grill a steak on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And don't put no lump in it. Lump. You'll have that thing so high you can't reach your hands in there. You're like, ooh.
I don't have any hair left on these hands, man. I lost it a long time ago.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, I'm about to, Brother Mike, man, it's been awesome. You chilling with me, man. I appreciate it. I'm about to go ahead and I got to watch a movie. It's about to be family movie night tonight. So I love you, brother. Thank you again. Hey, guys, hold on for a second, Mike. Go over to Mike's channel, guys. the Weekend Warrior Barbecue, man. And I'm telling you what, guys, subscribe to his channel. You will learn a lot. He's a VIP in my book. VIP, brother from another mother. You know, he is a wealth of knowledge. And the thing about it, though, is you will learn something. You will learn something. Second of all, go find his video. He did a TNT barbecue competition, and he did the Weekend Warrior sandwich, guys. Man, let me tell you something, Mike. I appreciate that sandwich, brother. That sandwich made me famous. People are like, T, when you bringing a sandwich back? I mean, seriously, like, they're like drooling. Kid you not, I get bugged about that sandwich all the time. And I tell people, I say, hey, that sandwich is for special events only. When I pull the Weekend Warrior out, I'm making some money. Because if I do it all the time, then it's not a big deal. But when I pull it out, they're traveling 40, 60 miles to get that Weekend Warrior. And thank you, brother. I appreciate it because it's number one hit. Because, you know, I'm only doing like I'm doing 25 pounds of bologna because it's 5 pound tubes and I'm doing 5 of them. So I basically get 10 sandwiches out of 2. So, you know, I'm getting about 50 sandwiches out of 2. I mean, out of all 5 of them, I'm getting about 10 sandwiches per tube. 50 sandwiches. So I don't do it because, you know, it's not expensive because I'm charging $12 for it. But it's just, to me, it's a lot of work goes into making one sandwich. But it's worth it. But when I bring that out, people are flocking. So thank you, Mike, for entering that competition. Thank you for putting that in there. And I'm going to have another competition because I want to get people to have another chance to make another sandwich, and I want to name it again on my barbecue trailer. Because I'll tell you what, man, people really love the Weekend Warrior, and I only can think about so much. So it'll be good if y'all can do the work for me. All right, see you later, brother Mike.
All right, man. I love you. See you.
Love you too, brother. God bless y'all. God bless America. We out of here, me and brother Mike.